So let me first say that I'm very happy to be here at the University of Navarra. It's my second time at the university, and I was very pleased to attend the workshop here 2 years ago, and it's my great pleasure to come back and present a paper which is entitled Task Allocation in Networks. So to explain a little bit what the paper is about, you have to think about very large research projects like nuclear physics. So the example that we give is the example of CERN in Geneva, where you have a huge number of physicists, of scientists, and you need to form teams, and those teams are going to perform a large number of tasks. So the question we ask in that paper is it better to have one person who chooses which task everybody is going to be working on, or to let people choose themselves what they want to work on? And what we show, and that's the main result of the paper, is that there's a huge difference between the two, because if you rank the tasks and say some tasks are easier and other tasks are harder, then you realize that the central agent will always prefer that agents start with the hardest tasks and finish with the easiest tasks, whereas each agent on himself would prefer to do the opposite, to start with the easiest task and then end up with the hardest tasks. And the reason for that is quite simple. It's that if you think about the central agent, he actually wants to keep as many people available as possible. So if people start by working on the hardest tasks, he knows for sure that there's going to be enough people to finish the easiest tasks in the future. Whereas the agents have the opposite incentives, because for them, if they start with the easiest task, they're going to leave the hardest task for the future, where they're going to be facing less competition. So this is the message of the paper, that central agents and agents will choose different tasks. And at the end of the paper, what we show is that you can actually reconcile the two, and you can make the agents start working in the order that the central agent would like them to work by choosing appropriate transfers or appropriate prizes for the agents. We also show in the paper that if you let the agents choose the tasks themselves, that will result in a loss of efficiency, which is of the order of 33% if you have two tasks. So this is the message of the paper. It's a paper where we look at task allocation among agents, and we try to help organizations design new schemes for task allocation.